Black men are more comfortable seeing Black women holding a mop than a master's degree. This isn't just about household chores, it's about power, control, and a deep rooted fear of being outpaced by the very women they were taught to dominate. Historically, Black women have always worked inside and outside the home, often for pennies and for someone else's comfort. But the more we've advanced, the more resistance we've faced, not just from outside our community, but from within. The truth is, a Black woman with a mop is non-threatening. She fits the script, humble, serving, and never asking for more. But put that same Black woman in a cap and gown with a master's degree, a career, and ambition. Now she's a problem. Now her success is weaponized against her. She's too independent, hard to love, or emasculating. Why? Because some Black men have built their identities on being the providers, even when they haven't provided a damn thing. The rise of the educated, self-sufficient Black woman exposes that myth. It shatters the illusion that manhood is guaranteed by default. Now, to stand next to her, you have to actually bring something to the table: integrity, vision, partnership, and respect, not just toxic masculinity and empty bravado. And here's the data. Black women are the most educated group in America, earning more graduate degrees than any other demographic. Yet we're constantly told that our achievements make us less desirable. The pathology is clear. When your sense-worth is built on the subservience of others, liberation feels like a threat. So yes, some Black men prefer you holding a mop to a master's because it keeps them feeling powerful, relevant, and dominate. But the truth is, that kind of power is a lie. And until we address this pathology, Black women will continue to be punished for refusing to shrink themselves for a Black man's paper. Thin ego.
Now, I'm not going to say that there aren't any Black men out there who feel the way or act the way that this young lady is expressing. But I am not going to make those type of sweeping indictments based on one statistic and how you feel or how I feel. Because basically this young lady is expressing her experiences and how she feels. Because she actually looked at statistical data, she will find that 82% of Black women or Black men marry Black women. 82%. And she would also find that the overwhelming majority of Black men who make higher incomes marry Black women at the same rate, because they're the primary ones getting married. So I don't understand where she get her statistics from or where she gets this mindset from, other than it has to be from her emotional state and the experiences that she has had. And if she's had those experiences, I will give her some leeway on that, because our experiences do make up our opinions. And that's all that what she's expressed is her opinion. Because if we looked at the data shows that, yes, Black women are the fastest growing and gets more graduate degrees than any other group right now. They are growing faster than anyone else. They don't have the most, but they are growing faster. And that's perfectly fine. That's great. We should applaud that. But Black men are also getting those same exact degrees. Now, where both Black men and Black women fail is that they are not getting as many STEM degrees. We are underrepresented represented in that category. But we do find that more Black men get STEM degrees than Black women. And when we think about that and put it in a monetary form, all these Black men and women who are getting degrees in business administration and health services and psychology and, these liberal arts, you're walking away unable to get a job that actually gives you a higher standard of living. You're saddled with an immense amount of debt, and it is not beneficial to you nor a partner that you may want to be with. Now, when it comes to STEMs, it's a totally different thing. You get paid more money, so the debt is not as detrimental to your life thereafter. Black men are getting more of those than Black women. But do we stigmatize them? No. And they are marrying 82% Black women. Now, when she says that a Black woman holding a mop is less threatening, you have not been around many Black women who just hold a mop or who are working in jobs that are not graduate level jobs or college level jobs. It is the attitude that you will find in Black women and all women, bar none, across the board in America, that have this attitude that their character should be applauded based on their achievement of some type of degree. Most Black men could care less about your degree. Your degree speaks nothing of your character. Your degree speaks nothing of how you're going to treat us. Your degree speaks nothing of whether we come first, second, third, fourth, fifth in your life. And oftentimes the problem is we come third, fourth, fifth in your lives. And show me a black man or any man that's going to sit up there and allow himself to be third, fourth, fifth in the life of someone that he is supposed to promise to live the rest of his life with and stay in that relationship, deal with that. No, I am one such man that anytime I have become third, fourth, fifth in a relationship, anytime when, oh, my needs are only being met when she feels like it, but I must meet all her needs. I'm not staying there. Nor should any other man. And when you find a man that does, then you have found you a simp. Show me a woman that truly wants a simp in her life. That would be a controlling woman, a dominating woman. But the mere fact that you're putting a degree as something that we should celebrate, men don't celebrate that. And the problem is you think we should, and you want to force us to do so. But you cannot force us to applaud you and verify that as being your character on something that we care the least about. And if you're saying that black men aren't able to provide and black men aren't providers, then I question the black men that you encounter. I question the black men that you allow yourself to get into relationships with. That becomes a point of self-accountability. And if you do not have self-accountability, then you are doomed to fail in every relationship. You see, one of the first things that I realized when I got a divorce from my 17-year marriage, 22-year relationship, is that I had to take self-accountability. It irks the shit out of me when I meet a woman and she says that, oh, everything that went wrong in the relationship was his fault, that she contributed nothing to the relationship failing. You have shown me someone who does not take any accountability for the part that they played in that relationship. Sure, he may have played the larger role, but you played your part. Just as I admit in every relationship that I have ended, there is a part that I played as well. The ultimate reason may not have been mine, but there are parts that I played, and I took accountability for those parts. And I then looked to rectify those things that I did, change myself, self-introspective. And then I started to discern a little bit better. Or as one young lady used to say, that I used to look deep in my knower so that I can be a better chooser. So if you are not looking in your knower to be a better chooser, then you're going to keep getting what you've been getting, and then you're going to blame black men for it. So it is not black men that need to be addressed in this situation. It is not black women that need to be addressed in this situation. It is you that need to be addressed in this situation. And always remember, you have to free yourself to be yourself because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibrations.